I thought it might be nice for all you peasants to get to join me in this momentous occasion as I affix this glorious nameplate right there to this trophy. To commemorate my 2015 fantasy football victory in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which I always thought may be somewhat of a misnomer considering, well, I won't disrespect Jesse or Anthony or even Jason because you're on this trophy. I won't forget you, but extraordinary is a bit of an overstatement for the rest of you. I mean, come on guys, it's too easy. I barely even made it into the playoffs this year.
We all let it continue. We are all responsible for what happened. We allowed the beginning of the reign of Grant Ganane, the reign of Ganane, if you will. But we have to go back. We have to go back and try and beat him. And the problem is I can't do it by myself. I have to find the guys, but I don't know what type of state they're in. I don't know if they're ready to do it. I don't know if they're willing to do it. But I have to find them. We have to try to end the reign of Ganane.
First and last name, and then I'm the owner of, or I'm manager.
Oh, that's right. I'm Steve Salyer, manager of Mona Lisa Vito.
What have you been doing since the end of last season?
I've been trying to get, holistically complete, sound body, sound mind. I'm trying to keep it all together, I'm trying to improve everywhere I can. I'm trying to figure out a way to win this league. Thinking about how I'm going to put Grant to shame.
Hi, I'm John McElroy, and I'm the owner of Team Barry Sanders from last year. One of my main hobbies since last season has been becoming a Larry Bird impersonator.
Get this robot dick out of my face!
I get into character by pretty much looking like Larry Bird and being kind of tall and goofy. Seems to work for the most part. The jersey helps too. Yeah, this is a Larry Bird jersey. Well, one thing I've been doing lately is practicing all those famous Larry Bird quotes. What's better, dogs or broomsticks? I guess the world will never really know. I've got a theory that if you give 100% all of the time, somehow things will work out in the end. I really don't like to talk about money. All I can say is that the good Lord wanted me to have it.
Hi guys!
I'm Jason Green, and I'm the team manager of Uncle Chang's Chicken Dongs. And so I got into competitive weed eating, which I found a great thrill in. There's already been like 2 tournaments that I've been to, and I placed in both of them, I mean, granted, there was only like 3 people in it, but I mean, I placed second.
And what exactly is competitive weed eating?
Well, it's with a gas-powered weed eater, and we can soup them up however we want. We can make longer whips. Oftentimes we put LED lights on them to really shine the path of what we're doing, and it makes some really sweet photos when you're whipping your weed eater around. And there's speed, on how fast you can clear an area. There's accuracy of, where you have to pinpoint certain stalks that you have to take down. And as soon as you hit them, they just go. And that's, I mean, it's awesome. It's such an adrenaline rush when that happens and they're all falling. Yeah, bro. It's awesome. Yeah!
Jamie Peters. My team name is Clone Bone. Next question.
Tell us about how he cursed you, just real quick.
No, I don't know. I don't know. He just called me. Texted me, bothered me.
And you believe he cursed you?
You tell me. I don't have any proof. I just have some asshole who won't stop calling me. Girlfriend left me. I don't have any friends. I lost everything. I don't. How was I doing in this off season? I'm not doing. Really? What? No! I tried! The gun misfired, the rope broke, and then I didn't cut deep enough. Oh, come on, dude, really? Jay Feely My Nutsack is the best team name ever. Jay Feely My Nutsack is the best team ever. And if I'm lucky, I'll get to Jay Feely Your Nutsack again. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you then. Yeah, I love you too. Bye.
My name is Gregor Langebhn, and I am the manager of the TI-94s. Well, since last season, I got kind of depressed, so I really just wanted to do something that made me happy. So, picked back up my skateboard, and I got back out there. You know, I'm 32 and overweight, but never give up on your dreams.
My name is Anthony Catania, and I am the manager and owner of Team Coupon 2K. Anyway, when the season was all said and done, I decided to get really into the Food Network. And originally my goal was to beat that handsome son of a Bobby Flay, but I realized he could actually cook pretty well. So I set my eyes on someone way less talented and someone much more conquerable. And so I'm modeling my career after the television star Guy Fieri. I could do that. My whole idea with my show that I'm going to pitch to Food Network is to use things you wouldn't think of using in recipes. Stuff that's kind of out of the box, kind of weird. Most people would say, hey, that doesn't look very good, but I'm going to make it look good. I'm going to make it taste good, and I'm going to be the next food sensation. So what happened last season?
I don't have a clue. Something about how none of my quarterbacks were alive. Joe Flacco was dead. I believe I had to use Tannehill and Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, T-Mobile.
Both of them. And Tyrod was the better player. It was down to the wire. I missed the playoffs, and if I had had 12 more points, Grant would have not been anywhere near any of us.
I had a pretty average season last year. I had Carson Palmer did pretty well for me in quarterback. Seahawks defense and special teams was a good pick. Jamal Charles was injured for a while. That sucked. I beat Anthony in the playoffs by 1 point. It was kind of a weird week.
So my season didn't quite end as planned. I lost in the first round of the playoffs by 1 point to John. If Aaron Rodgers would have just run for one more yard, had one more completion, or if that sad sack of Jeremy Hill would have just run for maybe one more yard, I'd be talking maybe about something very different right now, and the rain in Ganane wouldn't be what it is.
Last season was horrible. Alright, I was number one seed again, and then Grant beat me first round of the playoffs. Thanks, Steve. You should have been in there, and I should have been able to beat you. Appreciate that. Ben Roethlisberger. He probably did it. He went 2 weeks, 60-point games, and then when I needed him most in the playoffs, -2.
I think I put a lot of stock in DeMarco Murray having a big year with the Eagles, and he didn't. He was a huge bust. All of the Eagles were a huge bust. I did get a solid with the Denver's defense, and so they kept me in games.
You missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
How do you think it felt? You think I liked it? I mean, what f***ing question is that?
Drafted first round, Andrew the Neanderthal, luck between his injuries and bad play when he did not do very well. Most of my skilled players were people who every week I had to look up their name again and be like, oh yeah, that's that guy.
So, have you heard from any of the other guys since the end of the season?
Yeah, actually, Jesse's been getting a hold of me in a really weird way. He just sends me these boxes and never calls or anything. He just keeps sending me this stuff. So inside this pack, he sent me a gun, a copy of Bill Cosby's Fatherhood, 2nd edition, an envelope with a crisp $20 bill. Thanks, Jesse. I need your money. And a letter. This is one of his many notes that he always sends me. Love the one you got, because you might get run over or you might get shot. And that's all it says.
So who doesn't love Grant? Grant's a great guy. Everybody loves Grant. He's known for his famous stutter, his good looks, and his charisma, that English accent everybody loves. And who hasn't seen that movie, 4 Weddings and a Funeral? I mean, really, come on now. And he also once had sex with Elizabeth Hurley. But then he was busted with the prostitute. Wait. No, this is Hugh Grant. Who the is Grant?
So throughout the process of this documentary, we've been able to get in touch with and see almost every member of the league except for one, Brian Elsperman. No one knows his exact whereabouts. The last time I saw him was at his wedding, and pretty much anything could have happened since then. Word on the street is that he's in North Carolina performing in an off-Broadway production of Scarface the musical. I've tried to call him. I've tried to text him. I've even done some deep internet research as to his whereabouts.
Hey, I'm Ryan Asperman. I want to work for you. I'm going to be the best employee you ever done seen.
So basically we're at a loss. Without Ryan, we don't have a complete league and we don't know what to do or how to get a hold of him. I don't even know if he'd want to come back. I have a feeling he would. He really hates Grant. Extremely disturbing. I fear for both... Wait. Yeah, that's Elsperman. Just an eggplant emoticon. I don't know what that means. Are you ready and willing to try and go back and stop the reign of Ganane?
Grant, you better tighten your belt buckle, because I'm about to pants you in front of everybody.
Coming after you, Grant.
By bringing down the wrath of God on him, man. You know, I'm just gonna pray really hard every day that bad things are gonna happen to him, that his internet's gonna stop working.
So you're thinking cyber attacks?
No, voodoo.
Coming for you, Grant. It's over. No three-peat.
I want to be the on the east side of the city. That's all I'm looking for. That's all I'm looking for.
I realize that we have to go back. We have to go back. We can't just lay down and let it continue. What if I told you that the reign of Ganane wasn't just a figment of your imagination, but a real tragedy that affected real people?